Going Postal, and we are talking about postcards for real estate agents. We send postcards for real estate agents in the Nashville area and a couple other areas across the Southeast through the Every Door Direct Mail program provided by the U.S. Postal Service. It's an unbelievable way, it's cost effective, it's fantastic to get your message in front of homeowners in the neighborhood where you either currently have a listing or you want to get listings. I'm going to tell you a quick story about a listing that I personally had. I'm an agent with Coldwell Banker here in Nashville. I specifically work in Green Hills, Oak Hill, and 12 South. So it's higher end stuff. And most people are always just like, oh, postcards don't work, especially higher end stuff. It definitely doesn't. It absolutely works. I'm going to tell you the story of a listing I had at 903 Albert Court. This was one I listed. We did and the initial thing we did was a coming soon postcard. Really basic. Hey, just letting you know there's a house in your neighborhood coming on the market in the next couple weeks. It's beautiful. It's on a great lot. It has a pool. If you'd like details, visit this here or give me a call and I'll give you all the details on it. We sent this to a couple thousand homes in the Green Hills area. Got a great response. And when you can get a good response for a property before you even put it on the market, it really sets up your seller to be picky and choosy with the offers that come in. Because if you know that you've got a ton of interest in the property and you're the seller, you can dictate the terms of what those offers look like. So it's a fantastic way to generate interest. The next thing we did, the week we went live with the listing, we sent out a just listed postcard. This hit the week that it went live. Same exact copy on the front, just as just listed instead of coming soon. Back says, hey, just want to give you a heads up. This Friday, we're taking the first showings for this property. And it went to the same exact folks, and we got another group of people who are like, okay, this is something that might fit. And a lot of the people who live in that neighborhood have friends that want to be nearby. So they pass these things on, they take a picture of it with their phone and send it off to them. It's like, hey, this one's coming up, this is worth looking at. Because everybody knows somebody looking for a house in their neighborhood, and it's just a really effective way to spread the word. Again, everybody puts it on Facebook and social and Realtor.com and Zillow.com, and those things are great. But most consumers aren't on those sites 24/7. Especially if they have friends who are looking. You're definitely not going to go look for your friend for the new listings that popped up on Zillow that day. So if you get this in your mailbox and you've gotten two, you're like, okay, looks like a really good house. My friends might want to be interested in that. Or if you live nearby and you're looking to move and you've gotten this in your mailbox twice, this has caught your eye and you've probably reached out, and it's something you can do outside of social networking and Zillow and all that kind of stuff. It's just an incredibly effective way. Fortunately on this one, we had a ton of interest in it. We had multiple offers and we put it under contract the first day it hit the market, able to get unbelievable terms for the sellers. They were extremely happy, not only with the price, but also the way the deal played out. They needed to sell it and move in 30 days. We got those exact terms done for them, so they were very happy. So we sent out a postcard to the same people that just says under contract. We recently listed a home in your neighborhood, had a great response. There's a ton of demand. Nashville's a hot market. And we just let everybody know that we have other buyers that are still looking in that area. And if you're considering selling your home, we might be able to match you up with some of the buyers that missed out on this one. Same thing, when it closed 30 days later, we had just sold. Did a whole breakdown, what it sold for, the kind of response we got, number of offers. We have other buyers. So we just let all those folks in the neighborhood know that, hey, this guy has sent me 4 postcards in a row, sold a house almost immediately. It looks like he got top dollar for it. We're thinking about selling. We should probably give him a call. And fortunately, that's exactly what happened. The folks that lived 2 doors down at 907 gave me a call, listed their house. We just closed this at 1.35 million. And that's because they said, we get your postcards. We saw all the people coming to view it on the first day. You obviously did a great job with that. We saw you sold it really quick from the postcards. Can you come list our property and do the same thing for us? Absolutely. When can we meet? That was awesome. The person 3 doors down reached out and said, hey, can you come look at ours? Can you tell us what it would sell for? We saw all the people coming down, going to the neighbor's house at 903. Can you list our house? We did that one. It's currently under contract. It closes next month. The people who bought the house on the original one reached out and said, hey, we know there are a ton of other people. You generated a ton of interest. You obviously know what you're doing from a marketing standpoint. We actually got all your postcards. That's how we heard about the house. Can you come do the same thing for my house in 12 South? So we listed this one in 12 South, did the same exact program, took a contract right away, closed in 30 days. Everybody was happy. It's just an extremely effective way to do targeted marketing to a neighborhood that Facebook doesn't let you do anymore. Instagram doesn't let you do anymore. They all have a 15-mile radius, so you can't really zone in on a neighborhood. Whereas with a postcard, you can put this in the mailbox of everybody who lives in that postal route for 70 cents a piece. It's an unbelievable value from a targeted marketing standpoint. And then the other thing we do for that area, and when we have an agent that says, I really want to take over this specific neighborhood, the postal route looks really good. I don't have a listing right now, but when I do, I definitely want to do that kind of stuff. We send something like this. It's a market report for that specific area, because the first thing that enters anybody's mind if they're thinking about selling in the future is, what are homes like mine selling for in the area? No one's going to call a realtor and say, hey, how much will my home sell for? Because you know that realtor's going to call you 15 times to try to do it. And if you go online and put in a free home valuation, they're selling that data and a bunch of real estate agents are going to call you. But if you offer them, we put together a market report every month for your neighborhood. If you'd like me to send you a copy, just go to this website and we'll shoot it over to you. Same thing on the back, real simple. Go to this website. We have a direct call to action on these. And every time we send this, we get a handful of folks who are in the area who want to know what homes are going to sell for. And they raise their hand and we send them a CMA and let them know. And then whenever we have a buyer, we reach out to them and say, hey, we have someone looking in the area. I know you requested this report. Would you be interested? Would it be okay if I told them about your house? It's just a really soft way to get people to raise their hands and identify themselves as the most likely sellers in your target neighborhood. So if you are interested in mailing out some of these, we print them all locally. Our shop is in Brentwood, Nolensville. If you have a listing coming up or you have one that just hit the market and you really want to make an impact with the other neighbors in there, you just put one under contract. And if it was in Nashville, it probably had multiple offers on it. You certainly probably had multiple people call you about it. There are other people in that neighborhood that you're going to send a postcard to that might be interested in talking to some of those buyers. And maybe you can pair them up as a real estate agent. Same thing with the just sold. These are an extremely effective way to establish yourself as the go-to agent for a specific neighborhood you're trying to farm. So if you'd like to get the full information on exactly what we do, pricing, let us know what neighborhood you're looking at. There's a link below or it might be above, depending on where you're watching this video. It's just got a quick little form to fill out, your name, your company, what neighborhood you're looking at, and if you'd like to do just listed, just sold, or a market report, whatever you want to do, we can put that together for you and give you a quote, and maybe it's something that makes sense for you to mix into your marketing this year. Appreciate you watching this. Again, I'm Jason Gruner from Going Postal. We're a small local business right in Brentwood, Nolensville, and I look forward to talking to you soon.